Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the BFS Fishing Channel. And in this video, we've got another unboxing straight from China. So we're gonna take a look at this and we're gonna open it up and we're gonna get into this right away because this is gonna be a little bit interesting. This is coming straight from China, just like I said. And it is a evolution of sorts on a reel that we've already visited before. And so this, as you guys can see here, is the new Valiant Eagle Pro from Kastking. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Kastking Valiant Eagle Pro. We'll take a quick look at the box. It's a little bit different from what we've seen in the past. And so let's go ahead and open this up. Let's take a look at the reel. I'll give you guys a chance to see a beauty shot of the reel, and then we'll go over some specifications. Okay. Here it is. And just wanted to see if there's anything unusual or different about this box. They do provide a little schematic, which is very, very nice to see. But otherwise, your standard affair. Okay. So this is the Kastking Valiant Eagle 2 Pro, and wow, right off the bat, it is very, very stunning to look at. The paint job is very different from the previous Valiant Eagle 2, and there are going to be quite a few improvements. And so let's go ahead. I'll give you guys a beauty shot right here. Okay, so you guys have had a chance to see the reel up close and what it looks like in all its glory. And we're going to talk about some of the specs very, very quickly. Okay, so Kastking reports that this has an olive weight of 128 grams and that the frame is a material that was co-developed with DuPont called Cicron. And I'm assuming that that's some sort of fiber reinforced nylon material. They report that the spool weighs about 2.35 grams, which is crazy to hear. We're gonna go ahead and check that. And this now has 11 +1 ball bearings. So the ball bearings that they're using are what they call Maxi-Dur. So I guess they're like an in-house bearing, but they're supposed to be corrosion resistant. So I guess the reel is rated for salt use. This is reported to have 6 kilograms of drag strength. It has a gear ratio of 8.4 to 1 and a manufacturer reported IPT or CMPT actually of 74 centimeters per turn. The spool is reported to be able to hold 185 meters of 0.6 go braid. So that's pretty impressive. And let's get a closer look and I'll give you some sounds right now. So let's do the drag clicker. Do it a little bit closer for you guys. And then the star drag itself. And then spool tension. So there is clicking in all three of those areas. And then of course the brake dial as well. All right, let's do a free spool test just to see how well it free spools, which, you know, doesn't really mean much of anything. I'm trying to get it close to where there's not a ton of free spool slop. Okay, and then the brakes are set at 0. So not the best free spool, but it does free spool. And I will say that the reel is quite smooth. I like that. The reel is very, very smooth. The reel does feel very compact and nice to hold. I mean, I love DMK's ergonomics, Kastking's ergonomics. The reel feels fairly stiff. Not the stiffest in the world, but it is stiff. The paint job makes the reel feel very, very premium, look very premium. Brake dial looks extremely nice. The handle knobs are, yeah, they're shimmed pretty well. They're not like no play in them whatsoever, but they are very, very nice. Handle looks really, really quality. I like this more than the previous versions. And also the star drag itself looks really nice. It's very, very crisp with the clicks, very, very good sound, positive. I don't really like the clicking on the spool tension, but that's okay. It doesn't have a lot of that jumping effect. And then let's go ahead and take a look at the internals because that's where most of the changes are going to be. And we can actually compare this to the Kestrel Elite because I have one on hand. And so Here is the Kestrel Elite, which is technically the predecessor style to the Valiant Eagle 2. I just kind of want to see if the, the spools and side plates are interchangeable. And so even though they look the same, they are not actually interchangeable. It does not lock in place. The spool does fit, but again, the side plate does not lock in place. So unfortunately, that's not something, and let's try the other way around because, might as well. Nope, it does not want to go in there. Okay, so definitely not interchangeable. So there are differences. And the main differences are going to be in the spools. So let's get some measurements. So this is going to be a 28 millimeter spool. It is going to be 22.6 millimeters wide. Inner millimeter or inner width is about 17.45, and that can't be measured exactly. The inner diameter of the spool is going to be 21.98, so 22 millimeters. And then we'll go ahead and compare that to the old one. That's a 28 by 22.5. Inner diameter is 22.38. So the dimensions are ever so slightly different. Let's get the main weights. Okay, so let's go ahead and compare the weights together. So this is going to be the Kestrel Elite spool, which is also very similar to the Valiant Eagle 2. And that comes in at a 5.48 all-up weight. And then this new spool is coming in at 4.14 grams. So it is lighter, 5.4 versus 4.1. So almost 1.3 grams lighter. And let's do the all up weight just to check and make sure things are as they seem. So Kastking says that this weighs 128 grams. I'm getting a measurement of 130 grams. That's pretty close, and so I'll let them have that. But the difference will be in casting, and so I am looking forward to getting this out on the water. And I will have the Kestrel BFS short-term impressions soon, and in that video I will go ahead and give away this as well as the Kestrel BFS reel. But until then, we have another Kastking reel to look at. I believe Kastking USA is looking to import this reel, and from what I understand, they're trying to term the reel as MFS or microfinesse system. I don't see why they would do that. I like the Valiant Eagle 2 Pro name because it just looks a lot more premium. And if they're going to be importing the Kestrel Elite as the Kestrel Elite Pro, then that would just make it seem like that reel is a lot more premium feeling than making a new term for MFS. Anyways, as far as getting these reels, the Valiant Eagle 2 Pro, I do know of one way that you can get them. And if you're interested, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section down below. And I'd be more than willing to consider making a video on how to purchase, items like this that are not actually available on AliExpress. And yeah, I think that'll do it for this video. If you liked this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you did not, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. It really helps the channel grow. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.